Yo, what's fucking poppin', gamers? What's good? What's up, Vess? How's it going? How you doing, bud? How's it hanging? What you up to? Are you winning? I'm tired and stunned and confused. For some reason, I thought I was playing a game until I woke up from my nap, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not playing a game. I have to actually talk and be entertaining. Oh god. The nice thing about doing this is I can be on this screen, and you can see like the full range of motion. There's not like a game in the way, so like, you can see like, ooh, let me go up and down. Ooh, look at that. Full range of motion. And my wings do things. And there's like a difference between turning and like shaking my head around. It's pretty pog, it's pretty sick. I can actually show off my full range of motion today and have it be like the focal point. Anyway, you may notice that there's words on my booba. And it's because I didn't think that a full PowerPoint made sense for this, because there wouldn't be anything to like put on it, because fucking, I mean, we're really just talking. Most of the content's in your ears anyway, so I'm like, fuck it. Words on the booba, let's go. So if there's anything I need to write down, that's where it goes. Which is probably where you're looking anyway, if you have any class, so you know. It's right there in front of your eyes. We're all good. So what's fucking up, gamers? What's up, Heck? How's it going? I am indeed bouncy. Look at me bounce. Ah, hell yeah. I'm bouncing. Woo! So, what's the... Let me do the thing I do on most streams where I have a can of liquid and I crack it open and it's like satisfying. Hold up. There we go. Hope you enjoyed that. Anyway, now we got that out of the way. What the fuck's poppin'? What's happening? What are we doing today? I don't really know. I never know what I'm doing. What do you think this is? A stream where things make sense and I do stuff and have plans ahead of time? Fuck no. Alright, I do kind of have plans. So, obviously the topic is in the title. We're talking about 2023 with BIRB. Under any ordinary circumstances, I probably would have done this last week when it makes sense to do like your New Year's resolutions and stuff. But I still had people in my home up until like Sunday. So I'm like, fuck it, we'll put it off a week. 10 days into the year. I already fucked up. 2024 is my year, but there's some things I can kind of try to do to redeem it. This is a joke, by the way. 2023 has actually been pretty good in the 10 days it's been here. We've been gaming, we've been vibing, we've been doing stuff. I went to round 1, I played Miku. I also played that game where you like hold hands with Nene from Hololive. You like tap the circles and you like drag your hands and then she's like, woo! And then sometimes you do like the slideys, you like slide your hand and she like spins around. I played one song where like you kept sliding and sliding and sliding and she just kept getting faster and faster. And then at the end of it, she got dizzy. It was pretty cute. I liked it. Fun game. Not my type of game, but definitely a fun little novelty thing. I enjoyed it. And then I talked about on Sunday the circle one I really liked that I'm actually going to make it a point to go back and play sometime soon. But it was fun. That was a highlight of my first week of 2023. Did I see a Theatrhythm cabinet? Unfortunately, I did not. I do always look for one because I know they exist and I know that sometimes they have them there, but not at my location, unfortunately. I did see they had Mario Kart, which is always pretty pog. I like the Mario Kart arcades. I wish they did discontinue the Love Live cabinets. Because that game was pog. That game was pog as hell. I played it once. That game went hard. I wish they'd bring it back. I wish they didn't kill it. But the Mario Kart's fun. Actually, there is a PS4 version of that arcade game that I've considered grabbing because it might be fun. I might do that. That might be fun. Anyway, yeah, round 1, pretty pog. Someday I'll figure out how to do a stream from one without doxing myself. That would be pretty cool. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe I'll just go to like a different one and then people will be like, oh, Ezra lives there. And it's like, no, actually, I flew out to wherever that is for one stream. Lamau, got him. Why would you think I would live there, you fool? I don't know. Maybe that'll be like 2024 plans. Or maybe even this year. Maybe I'll figure it out this year. Maybe I'll put some actual thought into it, but who knows? Who knows what the fuck's gonna happen this year? Not me. But we can certainly guess. So, what the fuck are we doing in 2023? I guess the first thing we should do is like goals. So let me put goals on my booba real quick. Texas off collab with Zeki goes someplace with a round one. Unironically, I talked about this. Was that on Sunday too, or was that yesterday? I don't remember. I think it was Sunday. Zeki and Nariko are coming to the nest. Not this weekend, but the weekend after this one. They're coming up, and we are going to go to round one. I don't have the equipment to stream it, but we're going to go. And there will probably be a Twitter shit post about it. I don't know what it'll be yet, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Yo, what's up, Fig? How's it going? How you doing? Are you winning? BIRB, that's me. But yeah, so that's something that's happening really soon. I didn't really... yeah, I don't know. Anyway, nobody laughed at my soccer joke. This is so sad. So anyway, goals. Things I want to accomplish in 2023. First one, the big one, the one I talk about a lot. Motherfucking YouTube partner. So what do we got to do to hit YouTube partner? You're probably not asking. So we have to get 1,000 subs, which is almost definitely going to happen. My sub count keeps going up and up, and it's crazy, and y'all are amazing. I love you, and that is so pog. And my stream hours, my view hours also go up. So I have no question that we're gonna hit the threshold this year unless something really crazy happens. I mean, we're kind of heading directly towards it. I'm guessing we're gonna hit it in like April or May, and I'll be able to... April or May? Ezra, come on, dog. April or May would be my guess is when we're gonna hit that threshold. Then I can apply, probably get rejected because my content isn't family friendly enough for Susan YouTube. You know how it be, you know how it is on this bitch of an earth. But that's the goal. If we can hit YouTube partner this year, if we can get the monetization, that's pretty cool. So that's one of my goals. That's like the easy goal, the goal that we're definitely gonna hit, the goal that I am excited for because we'll get super chats and memberships and stuff, and we can do fun things, and we can have emotes, you know, all the streamer things. So that's step one. That's step one to world domination, is YouTube partner. So what is goal number 2 then? We're gonna start getting into more unreachable territory. 5,000 subscribers. That'd be pretty pog champion if you ask me. Let me go out of studio mode so I can just drag this up. You can read it better. Put it directly on my booba. Hell yeah. If we can hit 5k subs by the end of the year, I will shit and piss and cum at the same time. I probably won't record it, but I will do it, and you can be comfortable in the fact that I did do that, and it was your fault. Yeah. So that's the other goal. The other one that I like had in my brain when I started this. Those are pretty much the 2 things I want to achieve by the end of 2023. That's it. That's all. One almost guaranteed, the other one almost guaranteed to not happen, but yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. So this is what we're working towards, at least that I came up with. I don't know if y'all have anything else that y'all would like to see the BIRB accomplish. Then again, I don't really know if that's even a concern. I feel like people don't usually watch streamers and they're like, man, I really hope that that streamer in particular pops off. It's usually more of a like, hey, it'd be cool if they did, but you know, I shouldn't say that. There are some people who are like really supportive and like latch onto a streamer and then they like really fucking root for him and push him. Like, actually, I have some of those. I think they're in the chat even. It's pretty pog. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about here. The point is, these are the two things I want to go for in 2023. So yeah, there they are. It'd be pretty cool if we could do that. If we do that, I don't know, I'll put some kind of incentive on it. I don't think it'll happen right away. YouTube Partner does already have an incentive on it. I have to do a Project Diva karaoke where I sing a bunch of songs from Project Diva. Thank you, Fig, for that one. The Bless Gamer, hell yeah. I'm not sure whether to thank you or steal your strawberries, but it sure is your fault. When am I doing the cover for 1,000 Twitter followers? Hey, that's actually later in the stream. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whoa, wowie, whoa. I'm being accused of things before I can even talk about them. Wowie. It's almost like when you promise something and don't release it right away, people get confused. Anyway, before I risk sounding really hostile when I don't mean to be hostile, 5,000 subs. What the fuck would I do for 5,000 subs? And I don't know. I do not know, chat. I do not know what I will do for 5,000 subs. It's a long way away. We definitely have time to revise it, but I'd like to come up with something today because that would be pretty cool. Today I figured out I wasn't subbed somehow. Yo, what's up, Frixie? How's it going? No worries, no worries. Hell yeah, we're getting closer. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. The notification will probably pop up eventually if you just did it, unless you have public subs off. I don't know. Stream Elements likes to just not work. So if that's something you care about, let me just hold on. Let me like, what's my notification for it? It's the Vine Boom sound effect. That's right. There you go. That's your new subscriber alert. Thank you, Frixie. Hell yeah. Welcome to the Piss Crew. Snow Halation cover, you sing all the parts at once, but watch out. That sounds painful. I don't even know how I would do that. That would be hard. Unironically, I would do a Snow Halation cover. We kinda low-key wanted to for Christmas, the RealCorp, my gen mates and I, but we didn't. There's actually at least a couple covers I was supposed to be a part of that just kind of didn't happen. Mostly because I keep forgetting, but also because other people keep forgetting, and it's like, hey, it's usually more of like a, hey, what if we did this? Lamau, that'd be cool. And then we don't. We just forget about it after that conversation. That's how most things go. Sometimes I wonder with that sort of thing if it's like when you meet up with someone from high school that you didn't really know, but you're like, hey, it's been so long, what's up, buddy? Hey, we should go get food sometime. And then you go home and you're like, we're not getting food. Ain't no way. I hope I never run into them again. That's a little bit harsh. It's not quite like that. It's just like, I don't know. People have like their gestures where it's like, hey, nice thing that I don't actually mean. Social cues, you know, the things that most people on the internet aren't very good at, including myself. Yeah. I don't know. I have a lot of cool ideas and I don't act on them, so it's probably genuinely just people foregoing, which is fair enough. I harbor no resentment towards any VTubers, besides VTubers who do shitty things. I do harbor resentment towards them because doing shitty things is bad. Anyway, that tangent aside, God, I love just chatting. I can do that thing I do at the end of my streams where I go on and on about random bullshit that doesn't make any sense. Except instead of trying to end my stream, that actually just is the content of the stream. God, this is so pog. 5,000 subs. Snow halation, a thing that I would like to happen eventually. So that probably won't be the 5,000 thing. The 5,000, if we hit it this year, needs to be something like real big. Like real fucking big. I don't know what it'd be though. Like, my thing is endurance streams. For 1,000, I'm playing all of Shadow the Hedgehog in one stream. So like, I don't know, I could do like a 48 hour, maybe? That could be something. Ezra original song, I actually do not hate that idea. I know at least one person has expressed interest in working with me to make one. So that wouldn't be a terrible idea either. But also, I really truly, like, I don't think you understand that you don't want that. There's a reason I haven't done a karaoke stream yet. And it's because I have anxiety, but also because I'm bad at singing. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Can you not sing? Oh god, I cannot sing. Are you kidding? Are you for real right now? When I try to sing, motherfuckers are actually just gonna die. It's like a mandrake when you pull out a mandrake from the ground. Like, is mandrake the plant where like if you pull it out of the ground it screams loud enough to kill you? That's my singing. That's it. Like, you hear it and it's just over. It's done. Biblically accurate singing. That's what it's like. But I will think about that. Like I said, we have time to ponder it. We have time to ponder the orb. So let me just put, it's gonna be one of these two things. Actually, you know what? It will have to include breaks, but you'll see in a second. And perhaps even both. Here's the ideas. Let me shift this up so it's on directly on my booba so you can read it better. Those are the two ideas. Either a 72-hour stream, which would include sleep breaks, so I'd be sleeping on stream, which would be pretty pog. Or an original song, potentially both. Honestly, I think I'd be fine with both. Both would be pretty cool. I think I wouldn't mind that. So those are the goals for 5,000 subs. If we can hit that in 2023, that's what you get. If we hit it after 2023, it's probably still what you get. But I mean, no guarantees. I might bump it down to 48. But there's your incentive. Susan YouTube, I promise this is a joke, but if you have any alt accounts, eyes emoji. Lamau. Alright, let's get rid of all that because we're done with the goals section. We have talked about goals for 2023. Those are them. We did it. We got through one of the topics I had. So let me go through now the far larger list of things that I want to do in 2023. And the first of them is, let me not lose my train of thought, dear Lord. Remind me never to consume food. Anytime I consume food, it ends terribly for me. In the moment I need to start talking, my body's like, actually no, what if you had the worst acid reflux of your life, so you can't get a single word out? Anyway, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the motherfucking Twitter cover. Where can we, it's going on the stummy. It's going on the stummy. Yo, what's up, Amanda? How's it going? How you doing, gamer? Hope you're doing well. We still need to play Power Wash Sim. Power Wash Sim. I can talk. The one with the water. The first-person shooter where you clean stuff. So I will be reaching out when I have time because I did promise you that that would be happening. The cover, the one that I promised for 1,000 on Twitter. So I said that I was going to start working on this, and it was a little bit of a bit of tomfoolery, some bamboozling, because I didn't get started on it right away because I couldn't, because there were people in my home. So all the New Year's stuff happened and there were people in my home, and I am not, and that's with a capital N, singing with people in my home. Now the feds are fine because they're in my silly little computer and they're always listening. The feds are always listening through my mic, and that is okay because I cannot see them or their reactions. And in fact, if they hear me sing, as mentioned previously, they will die in one hit. I'm like One Punch Man, but it's like one verse man. But that's why I have not gotten started on that yet. I'm going to. I'm not going to spoil it yet. I'll release a preview when I have one, but there's a lot that goes into that. I have to find someone who's going to be able to mix it. I have to actually like record it and practice because I don't sing already. And on top of that, I definitely don't sing in Japanese. But what I will tell you now is it is one of the songs in Project Diva Future Tone. I will not be accepting any further questions at this time, but just know that it is one of the songs from that video game. So yeah, preview whenever I'm able to get you one. Yeah. So it's gonna be happening. That's gonna be like my first big project, because it's like, that's the thing. That's the thing I want to do, because I said I was gonna do it for the thing, and so I'm going to, before I commit myself to any future projects. It will happen. It will happen. It's not a myth. Unless I forget, then it's a myth. But I won't forget, because probably Fig will kill me in Minecraft if I don't do it. Among other people who I've also told about it. Actually, pretty much anyone who knows about it would probably kill me in Minecraft over it, because for some reason people seem to think that a cover from me would be good. Maybe it will be. Maybe it will be. Maybe I should be more confident. We'll get to that. We'll get to resolutions. Anyway, 1K on Twitter cover. It will happen. The next thing, motherfucking, I talked about it a very long time ago. This is like deep Ezra lore from the server. Like right around debut, I talked about some shit I wanted to do, and then I didn't do it because a number of reasons. And reasons that we'll probably talk about in the resolution section again. But short version, I'm severely mentally ill and can't bring myself to do a lot of stuff, even if I really want to do the thing. I would like to do, not would like to do, in fact, I'm going to commit to getting, maybe not all 3, but I'm going to do motherfucking video essays on things I care about. So in the Discord a while back, I came to the realization that I cannot play through every RPG ever on my stream and finish them, because there is simply not enough time for me to do such a thing. So the idea I came up with is take RPGs I really like, or ones I really feel like I have something to say about, and make a video about them for content to upload on youtube.com. or algorithm points. So I say 3 because I already have 2 ideas, and then there's kind of a wild card in here. So let me type them out if I can remember. I don't want to put this one. There we go. So let's, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. I know the colors kind of clash a little bit, but I'm not fucking with it right now. Skill issue, I can and will play every RPG in existence, ever, all the time, forever. No, that's valid. That's valid. You're built different. I'm simply not. Anyway, the first video I would like to make is me. Yo, what's up, Taro? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good one. The first one I would like to make, and I don't have a time frame for any of them because none of them have been started, but the first one I'm gonna do is defending my favorite Final Fantasy game, which some of you who know the deep Ezra lore already know what game I'm referring to. And if you don't, I won't spoil it for you. This is kind of the crux of the whole video. The concept I have in my mind that I very briefly started making an outline for before realizing that I simply didn't have the spoons to get it done currently. But it's a pretty cool concept, and I'm super excited to flesh it out. I'm not going to give a time frame on it, but it will be coming out because I'm excited about it. But the big thing with this sort of content is that, like, a lot of the things that people talk about in that type of content are things that are kind of just rehashed but with a different skin. And I don't say that to put down other creators. That's just kind of the way it is on this bitch of an earth. Is my washing machine too loud? Are y'all hearing that in the background? Or is that just me? I'm getting distracted by my motherfucking washing machine right now because I decided I was gonna do a load of laundry while I did this stream. Is that like a problem? Is that bugging y'all? Can you even hear it? It just got really loud. And I'm like, huh, I wonder if they can hear that. Only hear the sick beats? Alright, sick. I set up my mic correctly, let's go. Rod will be proud of me. Anyway, what the fuck was I... Oh yeah, video essays. So, especially with this game, I found that there's only really two kinds of takes in the modern, I don't know, video essay. Is that even the right word for what I'm going for here? Probably, maybe. In that format, it's either I played this game in current year and it still wasn't good, or was this video game good actually? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And I feel like I have a little bit more to say about that and RPG and video game design as a whole that I think would be really interesting. So where I would normally be like, oh no, I could never do that because I couldn't really make anything substantial, I do feel like that's a topic where I actually have some stuff to say about it as someone who plays a ridiculous amount of video games. So it's a concept I'm really excited for. Moving on to the next concept, a concept I'm even more excited for, the Drakengard video. You'll notice that I called it the Drakengard video for a specific reason. That'll probably be the actual video title. For those who don't know much about Ezra Andromeda, a lot of the reason I'm even here in RealCorp doing the things that I am doing is because of a silly little game called Drakengard. And if it weren't for that video game existing, my life would look a lot different. Shoutouts to the butterfly effect. Yo, what's up? What's up, Sheepy? How's it going? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Ezra video essay era. Yeah, something like that. So the Drakengard video, this one's even more interesting because it's everything I said before about the other one, but like 10 times, because the only things people ever say about Drakengard are like, hey, look at this weird, silly little PS2 game by a crazy guy named Yoko Taro, or a more common argument where people go on this whole tangent about video games and whether intentionally poorly designed video games are still bad or not. I don't know, the takes on Drakengard are very samey, and I don't want to be pretentious and say it's like, oh, people don't get it. Urgh. I just think that I enjoy the game in a different way than most people do. As evidenced, one, by the fact that I call it a piece of shit constantly and refuse to play it. But also just like in the way I think about the game as a whole. People view it through that lens I just mentioned of like, hey, is a game that's bad on purpose still bad? And not like a video game where they tried to make something good. So I'm spoiling the premise a little bit, but I think it'll be interesting regardless. It'll probably be like an hour long because I'm ridiculous. But I really truly think that Drakengard doesn't even fall in that camp. There's plenty of games where they do that bad on purpose thing to make you feel like you're doing something bad. And it's very easy to apply something like that to Drakengard because of the nature of the game and the fact that it's bad, but I don't think that's what they were going for, and my goal is to sort of prove that and argue that point, and then argue why Drakengard is good, actually, and also not bad, and also deserves a remake, probably, maybe. So that's the thing I'll be making. Hopefully this year. Like I said, I'm not gonna like hold myself to having to do all three, because that's just unhealthy, frankly. If I'm like stressing out about that, I can't put out my best content because I'm gonna be more focused on trying to get it done, and if I'm behind, I'm like, oh god, oh no, and panicking the whole time. So that would be the goal. It's not necessarily something I'm holding myself to, but I'm at least gonna do one as a proof of concept, see if y'all actually enjoy it, and go from there. And the third one on the list is question marks. And there's not some kind of like big mystery to solve here. I just genuinely don't know what the third topic will be yet. I just know that I want to release 3. And I don't want to like put something down when I don't have like a solid concept for it and something I want to do that I think is actually interesting and not just something other people have said over and over and over again. And hell, maybe I won't even come up with one. And if I don't, that's fine. I don't think content's worth doing, in my opinion, unless it's something I really care about. And if I'm just repeating shit that people cared about, well, if I'm just repeating shit that other people said, that's not great. I just wouldn't enjoy putting out that kind of content. So that's where that is. So there's that. Let me get rid of the details here. Make some room for the next item. Now, for those of you who are perceptive, you saw something later this week on my schedule, and you saw that, and you're like, wait a minute, why? What? Do you need help? Do I need to call the police? Let me type it out for you. There it is. There it is. Right front and center on my booba. Genshin motherfucking Impact. So you're probably like, hey, why are you just putting a game that you're playing on your things you want to do in 2023? And my answer to you is I don't know. That's a joke. Let me talk about this a bit more. So I won't say I'm a toxic person, but I definitely have toxic traits about me. And one of them is shitting on things relentlessly just because it's fun to shit on them online and not actually having any experience with them with which to say that the thing is deserving of shitting on it. Not to mention it's a thing people care about a lot. People like really like Genshin characters, and for me to be like, oh haha, Genshin bad, Lamau, probably not the best. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I obviously don't mean any harm by it, but it's still just kind of shitty. So I was thinking about that, and I'm like, what if I just played Genshin Lamau, and then I'm allowed to shit on it? This is a joke, by the way. That's not really the reason. It's more that I don't get it, and I want to, because a lot of people like it. I don't personally have an issue with gacha games, usually. I think they're fun. I play a lot of them. Usually not for very long, mind, but I play a lot of them. I played Project Sakai, I played Bandori for a little bit, I played Love Live for a little bit. I still have N-Stars installed. Rui's playing that right now, unless she's already done. I wonder if she's winning. I wonder if Rui's winning. Does anyone know? Anyway, the point is, I play gacha games, and I usually enjoy them to some extent. I don't think that it's immediately like, oh, this is a gacha game, let me write it off. I just really don't get it. I played Genshin at launch, and there wasn't a lot of stuff to do, and I got bored real quickly, and the only thing left to do was basically just to grind for the optimal accessories or whatever. And I didn't want to do that, so I quit, and I never came back. I mean the least offense when I say this, but a lot of people I know who are very into Genshin do not play any other video games. Yeah, that exactly. It's not always the case, but nah, Rui's playing OnStars, Ensemble Stars. But I should try to get her to play Project Sakai. What, the Genshin Impact is what we were talking about. God damn. So the point is that I want to try it because I want to see why people are having so much fun with it. And I truly do think that, like, with more content in the game, I probably will enjoy it. And then I'll be able to shit on it while also being like, hey, I like it actually. Which is where I'm at with League of Legends, because I do play League of Legends now and I still shit on it relentlessly. I will still tell you with a straight face that it's a terrible game, because it is a terrible game. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm not gonna bullshit around the bush and say it has nothing to do with engagement either, because I know a lot of people like Genshin Impact, which means a lot of people will watch. And one way to achieve your goals is to do popular things. But I mean, I don't really look at it that way. Like, that's more of a side effect of doing a thing that I think would be fun. And hey, if that means growth, then that means growth. That's Pog. But if not, I mean, that's fine too. I still will have enjoyed playing a game with y'all. So I don't think anyone would, but just in case anyone's like, oh, you're just doing Genshin because it's popular, I'm just getting it out of the way. Like, yeah, kinda, but not for that reason. Y'all are cool. Y'all wouldn't jump to that conclusion anyway, but I feel like it's worth saying, because there are a lot of people that do only play Genshin for that reason, and power to them. I mean, get your bag, but I don't know. Just thought it was a good footnote on that. Not really much else to say about that. Kind of a short one, even though it wasn't, because I got distracted. But yeah, playing Genshin Impact. That's the thing I want to do this year. That's on my list of to-dos. In fact, we're already doing it. We're doing it on Saturday. I'm expecting that to be like an 8-hour stream. I'm going to do an endurance, because I like endurance. That's my shit. Long streams. Next up. I have talked about this one before too. Not very often, but sometimes. I can't really make it any more complex than that. Drums. I'm gonna get a drum kit and I'm gonna learn how to drum. It's gonna be fun. I think it's a good instrument for me. It's very rhythm game like in a way. It's very like, actually it's kind of just rhythm games boiled down to their most basic. I don't know, people get pissed off at me for putting it that way. I always thought that playing drums would be fun. I think I would enjoy it. I like hitting things and making loud noises. So what I am going to do this year is I'm going to force myself at some point. It'll probably be a little bit, just because I have so much going on currently. But I am going to buy one of those like practice drum kits, the ones that don't really make sound. Because I've mentioned before, I do live in a nest with other nests nearby, which means I can't make an excessive amount of noise. So I'm gonna get one of those, and I can hook it up actually because I have an audio interface to the other port in the audio interface, the one that's like designed for instruments. And then I can do like drumming streams or like learn and practice, and I think that could be really fun. I also know Miyu's learning bass, so that might be cool. Maybe we can find someone who does guitar, like a singer. We could do like vtuber Bandori. Probably not, but that'd be funny. And it'd be cool to play with other people though, but it'll take me a while to get used to it because I've never drummed. I've played guitar, I've played piano. Maybe I'll pick those back up eventually. But the big one that I've been obsessed with for a long time is the idea of becoming like drummer BIRB. So that's what we're gonna do. So that's gonna be happening. Y'all are gonna hold me to it. that is part of why I'm doing this, is so that I have accountability partners that will yell at me if I don't do the things I say I want to do. So that is on here. It's not the highest priority, but if I don't do it by the end of the year, I want everyone who was witness to this to come here and personally bonk me. Because I really just need to pull the trigger on it. I've wanted to for so long that, like, it's kind of amazing that I haven't even tried yet. So I really just need to do it because I like the idea of doing music stuff. I just don't do it. I just play rhythm games instead, like a silly little creature. Like an absolutely goofy little scrimblow. I had 5, and I don't remember what the last one is, so we're gonna sit here in relative silence until I fucking figure it out. Yo, what's up, Lev? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I specifically had in my head, I'm like, I have 5 goals and I know what they are. And I sat down before the stream and I'm like, these are them. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna put them on the list. And instead of writing them down like a smart person, I have now forgotten one of the things. Maybe it never existed. Maybe I'm fooling myself. Maybe I'm an absolute buffoon. Imagine writing things down ever. These were the important ones though. I'm pretty sure it was a shit post. That sounds about on brand. I remember what it was. By the end of the year, I want to have done an off collab with every genmate. We're getting close. It was technically pre-debut, but I've already hung out with Rui. I hung out with the Bear over New Year's. I'm hanging out with Zeki in a couple weeks. So that's already 3 of the 8 RealCorp Infinity Stones. I'm pretty sure Chiffon and Iolite are going to be at KatsuCon, which I'm going to. I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to get to hang out with them there. So that's going to be 5 of the Infinity Stones. So then I just need to find a way to hang out with Xander, Cora, and who the fuck am I missing? Shelly. Shelly is going to be the fucking hard one. I don't think I'm going to get to hang out with Shelly before 2023 is over because she is very far away. But I do think it would be fun for BIRB to go and ruin Europe for everyone. I think that would be funny. Just absolutely tear my way through every European country. This is a joke. I would be respectful. I'm a normal fucking person, BIRB. But I think it would be fun to go to Europe. I haven't since I was like a child. I don't know where in Europe I'd go, but just like be on my own, have it not be like a supervised trip because I'm not a child anymore. I can fly around and go wherever I want. It'd be neat. But I don't think that happens this year because that requires a lot of planning. But everyone else, I can collect all the other Infinity Stones pretty easily. So that was the last one. That was it. I'm just stupid and Forgore. I think the reason I forgot is because I was debating even putting it on here because I don't know how feasible it is. Because people's schedules have to line up for that sort of thing, and then they have to be able to actually get to the place and fucking this whole thing. But I would like to hang out with all of my gen mates because they are cool individuals and I enjoy their company. I would at the very least like to collab with all of them more. I think that would be neat. I want to collab with Iolite. I want to collab with Little Man. I feel like Little Man and I would get along really well, but it's kind of on the quieter side. I like Little Man. yeah. So those are like the things I want to do. There they are. They're fucking zoom in. Say goodbye because I'm about to erase them for the final thing I wanted to talk about. Goodbye. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How's it going? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. All right, New Year's resolutions. Now, in the past, and even still now to some extent, I have a weird relationship with New Year's resolutions because they have a weird, like, it's kind of arbitrary, you know, like, oh, we picked this day to be the day that we consider the beginning of the planet spinning around the sun. And then by the end of the next time it does that, you should have changed your entire life and become different. So I've always kind of boiled down a lot of my resolutions to just like at the end of the year, I would like to like myself more than I did at the beginning of the year. To nobody's surprise, I don't have the greatest self-esteem. It's been getting better. Streaming has helped. Not to mention, I'm just, you know, a little bit older. I understand that mistakes are mistakes and not things I should beat myself up for eternity over and change the way I perceive myself. But still, I am, as I say constantly, mentally ill. It was pretty pog. So at the end of this month, I am finally getting treated medically for said mental illness. So my big New Year's resolution is pretty much the same. I would like to like myself more at the end of the year than the beginning of the year. And I think, yo, welcome back, Bez. How's it going? We're talking about mental illness. So what that means in my case, and it's what I sort of foreshadowed earlier with like the getting things done and not doing that thing. Getting treated is going to help with that a lot because I'm no longer going to be like, oh no, a task. I cannot complete a task. So I'm hoping that by the end of the year, and hopefully by the end of February, hell, I will be in a far better mental state where I can look at a task and be like, I am going to do that task because it is a task that needs done. And that's a big part of why, again, I wouldn't say I hate myself, but like, it's one of the things I dislike about myself most is my inability to do the things I say I want to do or to do the things I need to do. So that's the big thing, is that my New Year's resolution this year isn't really that much different than in previous years, but it takes on a new context given that I finally put the steps in motion to fix that problem, which means the things I just put on the last list are more likely to happen this year than in any previous years. So I really truly think that coming up shortly here, there's going to be this huge uptick in like content I'm putting out, both in terms of quality and quantity, because not only will I be able to have good ideas and act on them, but I'll also just be in a better mental state most of the time, I'm hoping. So yeah, that's one of the big things I'm excited about in 2023. That kind of probably came out of nowhere and blindsided people. How dare I get personal and break the immersion and show that I am not actually a perfect icon of a person that people should look up to. Wowie, whoa, wowie, zowie. So yeah, that's probably the most personal I'll get about anything ever. Because I don't particularly like talking about myself. I'm pretty private in terms of my private life. Any task worth doing is worth doing poorly. Very true. Very true. But also, if I don't put out good content that I'm happy with, it won't be good. So there's a limit to that. I don't know, it's nuanced. I could get into the nuances of that for a while, but I won't. Maybe I will. I don't know, I'm kind of... I don't know. I am running out of things to talk about, but we've also been live for almost an hour, which is kind of crazy. I didn't know I had it in me to talk this much without stopping. Actually, it's kind of crazy that I can do this. I have a bad habit when I'm playing a video game of focusing on the video game instead of focusing on being entertaining on my stream. I feel like there's probably already a noticeable improvement from when I debuted to now. I feel like I do better with that sort of thing. But I have this bad habit of like just playing the game and trying to be really good at the game, which takes away focus from me being able to say things. So I am actually enjoying just sitting here and talking and not having that problem, because there is literally nothing else for me to focus on right now besides just talking. So yeah, I got through the topic though. I mean, I've talked about the things I wanted to talk about. I don't really have anything else. Streams are fun. You don't have much dead air, which is a real skill. That's crazy to hear, because I always feel like I have a ton of dead air. I don't know. Maybe that's a me thing. Like I say, I'm super critical of myself, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it can be a bad thing if you're too critical of yourself. So I don't know. I've been working on that too. I've been working on a lot of things. I don't talk about it, but behind the scenes, I do put a lot of effort into trying to be the best BIRB I can be for y'all. Because I do really like... I don't know if I ever talked about it directly, but my whole thing with streaming and content creation is that through my entire life, essentially, at least as far back as I can remember, because I am relatively young. I don't think I'm the youngest in RealCorp. I think I'm like right in the middle, actually, but I grew up with like online content creators and stuff, and it was like a big way for me to distract myself from all the shitty things that are going on constantly, as is the way of being alive in current year. My body's doing that thing again, god damn it. But what was I saying? Distracting yourself with content creation. Yeah, so I did a lot of that. I really got into like consuming content. I was never super particularly devoted to any one content creator in particular necessarily, but just like having that kind of thing where it's just a haha funny, seemingly carefree person having fun, talking to people. It was good. It was good. It was a good distraction. Video games help with that too. Probably a lot more in the grand scheme of things, escapism, blah, blah, blah. But a big part of like me staying sane over the years has had to do with content creators and streamers and that sort of thing. So if I can provide that to people, then I have already won. At the end of the day, that's the only real goal, is to have at least one person that enjoys watching Ezra Andromeda show RealCorp, and everything else on top of that is a bonus. I would love to see RealCorp do well for myself and my homies. I would love to be able to make extra income off of it to be a little bit more sustainable. I would love to do all sorts of things, but at the end of the day, as I say, I just want people to enjoy the thing I do. And so I do, to that end, I do put in a lot of work into being, the best at that I can be. So I am glad that people appreciate that. That is my motherfucking soapbox about content creation. I don't know where that came from. I don't remember why I was talking about that, but yeah. I like your shorts. I know you're referring to YouTube shorts. But out of context, that's possibly the funniest response of all time. It's like, Hey, streamer, I know you're really getting into it there with your big spiel, but I really like those shorts you're wearing. Yeah. I'm glad. I put a lot of thought and effort into those. It may not seem like it because some of them are like kind of silly and seemingly low effort, but I do think a lot about like, hey, what's a good short to release? What would make people laugh? What would make people smile today? So I'm glad people like them. Actually, it's one of my favorite things to see when people come in and they're like, hey, I found you because of your YouTube shorts. It's like, hey, hell yeah. That's why I make them. They're a lot of fun. I love shit posts. It's like my thing. Actually, I was scrolling through a page on Twitter, low quality memes earlier, and it was making me laugh a lot. It's all stupid bullshit. Like, let me pull it back up actually. Let me find one sent to someone. Them shits are so funny. Hold up. Let me... Where is... Do I have my window capture here? I do. Let me crop this so you don't see anything you shouldn't. I hope you enjoyed that. I just felt like sharing that one because I found it really funny. I love shitting on Ohio. All the cryptids there. It's crazy. Got a lot of fucked up shit in Ohio. Swag like Ohio. I don't know why I even showed that. I just thought it was funny. There's a lot of funny shit on that account. I actually really recommend it. It's where I get a lot of my dumb ideas. I get a lot of inspiration from it. I don't think I've ever stolen one of them directly, but that's the type of humor I go for. Just like stupid bullshit like that. Yeah. I don't know. I should make more of them. I should make more than like 2 a week. I should try to make them like daily. That could be like a stretch goal. I don't think I have enough ideas in my brain to do daily shorts, but that is ideal. Alright, my body is really not happy with me consuming nutrients. I keep talking about it. I should really see a doctor for that too. It's weird. I like eat anything and my body's like, hey, let me produce enough gas to fuel a car. It's not great. Damn. Maybe I have IBS. Maybe that's the situation. Maybe I'm on hot girl shit and have IBS. Cosplay. That's something I could do in 2023. I could post a cosplay for like a stretch goal. I could put on the maid dress, post it on Twitter. That's an idea that popped in my head. Yeah. I prescribe weightlifting. Perhaps. I actually would like to get back into going to the gym. It's not really like a VTuber related thing, so I didn't really post it, but like in terms of personal life, I would like to work out more than I currently do. I'm kind of getting really unhealthy. It's not great. I wouldn't say I'm like unhealthy necessarily, but relative to how I used to be like super in shape and like I didn't eat out much. And then, well, a certain global event happened and now shit's fucked. I don't really look that different from the outside, but I definitely feel a lot different. I feel a lot less energetic. It's a whole thing. So, you might be onto something. I might go back to lifting weights. I was doing Wing Fit for a while towards the beginning of, like close to debut, but I kind of stopped just because I wasn't enjoying streaming that. And with that, unfortunately, that also just meant I stopped working out, which is my fault for not continuing to work out. But, yeah. I mean, really just doing some running in place once a week probably wasn't doing much anyway, but it was at least getting me moving around. Now I don't even really do that. I'll probably start going for walks or something, upgrade that to a run at some point, maybe lift afterwards. Who knows? Who knows? Not me. We'll see. Probably getting treated for hot girl disease will fix that problem. So we'll see at the end of the month, or hopefully earlier, but that's when I'm scheduled for it. So unless someone drops. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know. I talked for like an hour or so. I think that's good. I think we did the thing that we set out to do. I don't really have much more than that. I thought I might play games or something, but I don't really know what I would play. And also someone else wanted to like do stuff. And if not, I'll find someone else who wants to do something. I feel like doing a shorter stream here and there instead of like my usual 4 hours is probably good. Because, I don't know. I feel like I should hang out with people more instead of just streaming constantly. It's like hard to find time for that. I'm also taking off tomorrow for the same reason. So I can be like, hey, do you want to play games? And then play games. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool idea. Wow, imagine having friends and doing stuff with them. Could be me. So hopefully I'll do more of that in the new year as well. Who knows? There's a lot of things I could do, and I could sit here and talk and be like, hey, it'd be cool if I did this, it'd be cool if I did that, but I don't know. It's kind of like I said, the whole New Year's thing is kind of arbitrary. It's always a good idea to try to find ways to improve yourself and the quality of your life, and you don't really need an arbitrary date or position in the solar system to tell you when to do that. So long story short, ignoring everything I listed, which, mind you, will probably happen. That will definitely happen. I'm going to set out to make it happen, do everything in my power to make it happen. But short of that, the moral of the story is just always be working to improve yourself and lift up yourself and others, and you know, keep working towards the ultimate goal of blowing up the moon. You know, the usual stuff. And as always, don't forget to piss. You know, pissing's pretty important. You should do that every year, but if you haven't been pissing before this year, this is definitely the year to start pissing. And yeah. 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 Right. Well, I think that's going to be it for me. Thank you all so much for hanging out while I did this. I was kind of nervous how it would go because I've never done like a stream where I'm... Well, that's a lie. I did like the cleaning stream and stuff, and that didn't really have much going on. But, I don't know. I've never done like a just chatting. I didn't know if I was going to have enough to talk about to even take like an hour of your time. And I also wasn't sure if people would even be interested in this sort of thing, but I've been seeing a lot of you pop in and hanging out and chatting, and that's been really cool. So as always, I hugely appreciate you, Pit Crew. We'll probably do another one of these the next time I come up with like some kind of topic. I want a soapbox for an hour or so. But for now, I am gonna go enjoy the rest of my night, and I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your night as well. So, yeah. I am taking tomorrow off unless I decide I want to do a gorilla stream. I might not, who knows. I don't really know what I would do, what I would want to do. But maybe I'll try to stream tomorrow, maybe, if I feel like doing something. But probably I won't. So the next stream is going to be Thursday. We're going to finish up Five Nights at Fuckboys. We're going to play the interlude. We're going to play Five Nights at Fuckboys 3 and then the epilogue with Yuiko. Again, we're going to be hanging out. Gonna be inhaling. No, we're going to be telling the enragement child to inhale our dong. Inhale my dong, enragement child. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I actually don't know where the hell the plot is heading. Mega Man's here now. I don't know. I was pissed off at the final boss of Fuckboys 2. I don't know what was going on. But anyway, the point is, 850 subscribers incentive was finishing that. So we're finishing that. So tune in Thursday for that. It's going to be cool. And then, the next stream that's already on the schedule is going to be Saturday. I'm like 90% sure that I know what I'm doing Friday, but I need to double check before I make a waiting room. But the next scheduled stream after that is Saturday with Genshin. So yeah, stuff to look forward to. But for now, like I said, I'm going to end the stream. So yeah, thank you all so much, and I will see y'all later. Peace.